In this video, I'll talk about what you should do when you get paid. But before I begin the video, welcome to my channel. My name is Mihir and I upload educational content like this 3 times a week. So if you're enjoying the content, please hit like and hit subscribe, as this really helps me out and it will keep letting me produce more of these videos for you guys. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. The concept that I'm going to be discussing in this video is derived directly from The Barefoot Investor by Scott Papp. And if you don't know what The Barefoot Investor is, it's essentially one of the best finance books in Australia. In fact, 1 in 20 Australian households have that book, which is absolutely insane. And this book serves as a great introduction for people wanting to invest and save their money. This concept is known as buckets, or that's what the author Scott Papp refers to them. So essentially, buckets can be summed up as a portion of your money. For example, in the book, he suggests having 3 buckets. So there's expenses, and there's long-term savings, and lastly, there's an emergency fund. What I've done is I've personally taken some insights from there, taken some insights from other books, and made my own sort of bucket criteria. So essentially, instead of having 3, I have 6 buckets, and I'll show you what those buckets are. So like I said, instead of 3, I have 6 buckets. And you don't have to follow any structure, whether that's Scott Papp's or mine, just whatever works for you in the long term and it's sustainable. So my 6 buckets are charity, investing, saving, emergency fund, expenses, and just fun. And I've allocated a specific percentage of them so that I can keep track and gradually obviously reduce expenses and focus more on investing. Now I'll be telling you how I've allocated these buckets. So I've allocated 10% into fun, 10% into investing, 40% into savings, 15% into an emergency fund, and 5% into charity, as well as 20% in expenses. So the overall goal, or the gist, which I'm quite sure you understand, is you want to increase the percentage of investing money and you want to decrease your expenses, which makes sense. But now you may be baffled why my expenses are so low or why my investing percentage is only 10%. I'll explain that just in a second. So I'll start off with expenses. The reason why my expenses are low is because I'm currently living with my dad. He takes care of most of the fees. I still contribute quite a bit, but he takes more of it. So that's why I don't have too much expenses. The reason why my investing side is only 10% is because currently, yes, this is a great time to invest in the stock market, and I 100% agree with that. But rather than me trying to diversify into this and this or another project, I'd rather focus on one thing, then diversify. Because if you put all your eggs in one basket and really look at that basket and focus, then you will obviously achieve unimaginable results. Then you can diversify. So many people, they try diversifying quite early, and which I was doing as well. I'm guilty of that, but it's the wrong thing. So rather than focusing on stocks, I'm focusing on real estate. And I'm more resonated with that and I attune more to real estate. So I'm building up a deposit. And another reason why I also have savings high is for my YouTube gear. I want to upgrade my YouTube gear. I want to make my YouTube videos much better, as I'm hopefully trying to monetize this in the near future. Just like I quickly mentioned before, the whole idea is that you want to reduce your expenses and you want to increase the amount you invest. So a lot of people, they may be daunted by the numbers, right? They may be like, how can I, reduce my expenses from 30 to 20%? Or how can I invest from 20 to 30% of my income? However, the key is to take small baby steps, all right? What you can do is you can start off with, okay, I'll try and reduce my expenses by 0.5% this month, and I'll do this continually. Then at the end of 12 months, you've reduced your overall expenses by 6%. Obviously, there's going to be a time where you plateau, but still, this is a long-term thing. I want this to be sustainable for you guys and carry on through the rest of your life, because this can make your life so much easy. And like I just said with expenses, with the amount you just saved, why don't you just put that towards investing? You can even put a little bit towards fun if you really want it. However, investing is the way to go. And just to give you a bit more motivation or more a reason why you should invest, is you want your money to work for you, right? You don't want to work for your money. And this may sound sort of confusing, but think of your money as an employee, all right? The more money you have, right, the more employees you can have if you invest. Because currently right now, the Feds are just injecting more and more liquidity into the market. So essentially they're printing more and more money. And what that does is causes the value of the money to eventually deplete. With investments, you can sort of counteract that, especially things like ETFs. However, obviously you need to do your due diligence before making such investments. But what I'm saying is that you want your money to work for you, okay? Not the other way around. So please get that straight, people. If you're confused about this idea of printing money, how does this affect you, or it just seems a foreign term, I've already made a video about this. It's called How Safe Is Your Money Quantitative Reasoning Explained, and I'll leave a link somewhere up here, so make sure you guys check that out because that will clear up everything. Besides that, I hope this video provided you with value, and if it did, please hit the like button and hit subscribe. This will allow me to continue to make more of these videos that provide value and insight into your life. This year I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, as this truly will help me out. Besides that, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful day.